What's up, chumps? Cory here with round one, part two, here from the Masters Cup out at DeLaveaga. Obviously one of the most famous courses, and I am joined by one of the most famous social media presences, Miss Kona, again.
Hey, guys.
We are back to get these last 12 holes out of the way and really see how things shape up heading into round two. This is our feature card, so not necessarily a lead card, but these ladies playing well enough to surely earn their spot on that lead card. We've got Paige, Sarah, and Val all tied at 2 over, and Madison, a little stumble there at the end of our part one video, but she is sitting at 6 over and really looking to kind of par out, get the birdies where they come, and just finish up.
Yep, lots of golf left.
A hole 12, known as the refrigerator, the kitchen, or just the craziest hole on the course. Really, all of those apply. What's your play here?
I'm going for the disc with like the orange circle that Paige is hitting, and you're just trying to drop in there.
Yeah, the pin is located a good maybe 20 or 30 feet just to the right of the base of that tree. So like you said, if you just throw right at that disc, then really anything's fine. As long as you clear this horrifying fairway, you're fine.
I mean, walking up to this hole for the first time and you can't even see the basket,
Yes.
It's kind of terrifying.
It is. I mean, really, if you turn over a backhand at all, or if you hyzer out at all, it's just nothing but poison oak in that valley, too.
So
It's
scary.
so scary.
Shout out to the spotters, because that's hardcore.
Yes. Sarah playing the extremely safe line after that left. Not so safe, though, if it hits that tree.
No.
I really do think you need a little bit more loft on that sidearm. I'm not sold.
Oh, we got the ballerina twist.
So funny. But I'm not sold on that low sidearm line. I do think you need a little bit of loft on that.
Dang, for doing that ballerina twist, she ended up in a good spot.
Yeah, she thought she was not going to be in a good spot, and it just cut through everything.
Tough spot for Sarah.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit left on that. Yeah, still out, though, after her second shot.
Ooh.
I think it was probably technically Paige here, but she was so far in front of the basket, she outdrove it.
I love when she does those putts where she's like on the ground and she just like falls forward.
100% commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it too. It's great. Just hopefully no poison oak into her.
Mm-hmm.
Val with a birdie look. No.
Little short.
Yeah, and this is one that if you get it, you are feeling great about yourself. You by no means do you walk up thinking, all right, birdie.
No. Easy tap in 3.
Yeah, but that's fine. I mean, I'll take an easy tap in 3 on this one.
Yep.
Like, it could devolve quickly. You saw what happened to Sarah. She kicked off left side and really had nothing to get to the basket. If you go right side, there's even less to get to the basket. So, really, a bunch of 3s and a 4 here is probably playing it, less than most cards out there.
Yep.
Look at that hair just blasting away.
And ballerina twist.
Part of me thinks she needs to incorporate that into her follow-through. It's so nice.
Yes.
Sarah kind of falling behind the pack there by a stroke, but we are on to hole 13, better known as I-5. Kona, do you know where it came from? That nickname came from?
Isn't it like I think Jessica Weiss talked about this on an end of a video. It's like you walk up to this hole and like you think you're taking a 5 or something. What
Exactly.
Is it?
Like everyone, once you're done playing it, everyone just says I-5.
Oh, I-5.
Yeah.
Duh.
So that's where the I-5 comes from. Honestly, I was like, oh, it's so long, like Interstate 5. Oh, haha, I get it. Not the case.
Oh, is this the famous Paige layup and then crush over the top?
This is, and I like how you said the
gosh.
famous, because she's kind of known for doing this at
Yes.
this point.
That's crazy.
At 550 feet, this thing is long. This is the hole, kind of like hole 4, where, actually even more so than hole 4, this is a par 4.
Yes.
It's old school kind of disc golf course course design, so everything is going to play as a par 3, but no one is 2ing this. I mean, I think we had 1 or 2 2s in the MPO field.
Dang.
So it's a ridiculously hard hole. Madison playing the unintentional Paige line, I think.
Yep.
But we'll see if she can muster that big over-the-top shot. I like this.
I was just about to say the forehand shot's pretty awesome to stay out of the trees to the left.
Yep. In worst case, you are going to kind of hyzer out into the clearing. If you do throw that backhand and hyzer out.
Ooh, forehand roller.
Crafty play.
Missed the tree.
Madison after my heart, but unfortunately does
Dang.
catch that tree, yeah.
I saw her. I was on the tee pad right of this, and I
Oh,
was
really?
like, no way she's throwing a forehand roller.
I love it. I mean, it does play really well. You got to keep it low. It's that right to left kind of question mark shape that you need on the disc.
Paige going over the top. Oh, my gosh.
She has every bit of the distance, but just is going to leave that a little bit outright. That was a defender she decided to throw over the top because she's strong enough to throw those. I have no business doing that.
What?
How
that
about
was
that
a
kick?
happy tree kick. Oh, my gosh.
And Val is in position to get her 3, which is so good,
That
right?
feels like an eagle.
I just saw you mime, oh my gosh, because of how good that was. It does. It genuinely feels like an eagle. This plays a par 4 for the MPO field. It probably plays a 4.5, let's be realistic, in the FPO field.
Tough up.
Yeah, Madison kind of just chunking her way up a little bit. Can't get off these trees.
Yeah, Sarah attacking the branch. Ooh.
Yeah, Paige with a kind of a funky look and honestly kind of risks the 2 meter there going over that.
Definitely.
This one I do have to apologize to Mr. Jeffrey Panis here. Unbeknownst to me, he was taking an Instagram video, and I just walked directly in front of him.
Sorry, Jeff. We have priorities.
I had no
we're
idea.
before you. Sorry.
I had no idea. Him and Brian Geis, I guess, were laughing at it a little bit.
Watch out, Jeff. Know your place.
Hey, now, I didn't
sick.
say that. You
No,
did.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, man. Sarah, unfortunate miss there. Is going to have to take that bogey 5. Or I guess double bogey 5, technically. I know. You know she's not happy about missing out on that.
No, but this is one of those holes where it's like a 4 is okay, but
yes.
yeah, she missed out, but still a 4 is fine on this hole.
Yeah, and especially, honestly, after the upshot, even a 4 is bonus because that could have squared up that tree, and she could have been taking a 5. Yep, not a lot of happy thoughts on this hole after these drop-ins.
No, these ladies
nobody
don't look
really,
happy.
nobody really kind of got what they wanted. Val ripping that signature series thrasher. She just knows her throws so well. I feel like I really feel like her and Lisa Fakis have a very similar driving.
Yep.
I don't know if I say form, but just the release is really similar.
I think Lisa is a little bit faster.
Yeah.
In a way.
Sure. Hole 14, par 3, again, what's new? But 363 feet, and this is another one that is going to, it really plays as a par 4.
It plays as a par 4 if you miss your line, but if you just go fairway, putt, it's an easy 3, but you definitely have to be smart. Like Paige going over the top. Oh, no, she is not going over the top.
She is going for the
Excuse me.
tiniest gap possible.
Dang. See, that's a scary gap for me.
Yeah.
I go over the top.
I agree.
I'm scared of that.
I'm so scared I throw a sidearm Annie over the top. That's how scared I am.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes. I want no part of even missing anything.
See, look, if I could throw something that perfect, I would, but scary.
Yeah, nice little skip shot up there through the gap. And like you said, fairway, but the thing is, that fairway is really tiny, Kona.
Very tiny.
Any kick off that, and it's...
Oh, see, she's doing exactly what you were saying.
She's taking my line, although she did...
Come out.
She overcooked it a little bit, but really, if you're throwing that shot, job number 1 is get out the gap, and she did.
Yep. At least it kicked out.
Yeah, really trying to, I guess, bite off Paige's line in,
Yeah.
the sneakiest line ever. But, yeah, not only, it's kind of like a double jeopardy situation. You get knocked down early, and you're on an uphill run-up. That's really difficult.
Yeah, that upshot was good. That's all you can really ask for.
Yep. Up and down, hope to get your 4, just get out of here.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little too turnt, as they
it's
say.
too turn. See, this is a great drive.
Yeah, this
Straight
is
little shot.
exactly prime position. Sets yourself up for a pretty approachable putter upshot. Ooh, off the mark a little bit.
Skipped up.
Thread the needle.
Yes.
Really avoiding the trees is operative number 1, and she did that. How about that saucy little sidearm?
Yes. Boom.
It's so common, especially with putters, to really overcommit, roll that wrist, and just bury it into the ground. And I feel like that was a great example of that ultimate style Just good wrist control.
Yes.
Maybe not so much on that one, but she's putting.
Oof.
Yeah, it's just nothing but tough bids off from this left side.
Yes.
Oh,
dang.
Madison getting back on the horse.
That was a tough putt, Anheuser under a tree.
Yes.
Dang, girl.
With the tree bending kind of to really protect that line, too.
Yeah, that's probably one of my toughest putts. I don't know how to Anheuser putt, so heck yeah,
Really?
Madison. That's hard for me.
It is true. Well, you have, I mean, it's like a pretty classic pitch putt, you know, or like whatever you want to call it, but it does kind of come out on that hyzer angle. It's tough to overcorrect that. Yep.
Yeah.
Much more of a spin putter's kind of, or more of a push putter's problem than a spin putter, I should say.
Yep, because look, bing.
Yeah, Madison does naturally have that spin putt, so you have to imagine, you know, at least for me, I'm much more comfortable with that Annie angle as opposed to the hyzer angle that I'm sure you would be far more comfortable with. A couple of fours, a couple of threes, not a bad score for a 3.5 average. Taking us to hole 15, 339 feet of really just throw it and hope.
Yeah, no doubt. You're going for like that dead white tree and hoping it just drops.
Yep. You're going to see a lot of the MPO players just rip something up and high on a flex line and kind of filter down through the trees. But for the FPO field, have to imagine you're maybe trying to just barely get it over the trees and maybe hit that little tunnel. Is that?
Yeah, no, definitely. Oh,
Yeah, Paige overcooking it a bit, and
come
that
out.
is not coming out, Kona.
Another 2 meter. She's had what, 2 of those?
Yeah, 2 of those, and kind of really kooky circumstances too, where it just you wouldn't think that it would stick there. Sarah is going to play the sidearm, which I do like. Really, if you want to throw towards that dead tree and just draw it back and drop it in, not quite enough mustard on that one though.
It's funny, there's a spotter on this hole and you can barely see her, and then you like walk up and she waves her flag at you and you're like, oh, hi. Oh, I didn't know you were here.
Exactly. Yeah, it was actually, you say you couldn't really see her. Paige threw into that tree. As she was turning around back, that's when the spotter waves a red flag. So at this point, Paige has no idea she's in a tree. And I did, and I didn't really have the heart to like...
To be like, hey, dude,
say
sorry.
it. Yeah, exactly. So I was just kind of waiting for her to find out. And it wasn't fun.
No.
Sarah with the
That
rare
was a
backhand.
nice. I was just about to say that was a nice backhand.
Uh-huh.
She's been working on it. I've seen a few like good drives like at other tournaments of her throwing backhand. It was awesome.
Yeah, she was saying that she's been doing a lot of just backhand only rounds, which is obviously what you need to do if you have a glaring weakness. And let's be honest, it is one for her. So really, if she could improve that, she's already 960 rated. So if she has a workable backhand, that's only up from there.
Yeah. With authority.
Good putt. Yeah, you said that in round one, or part one, excuse me. But yes, just full commitment to the putts.
Yep, nice Paige.
I wonder if them two, kind of Paige and Madison, touring around together and I wouldn't say coming up together, but really playing a lot together has affected Madison because she has that aggressive putt just like Paige.
Yeah, I think when last year, I remember when I was just kind of getting in the touring swing that like I was like, Madison's kind of new to the pro and she's killing it, but she's with Paige. You know, Paige has helped her out, I think, a lot, but a lot of it she's done on her own, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, really, really stepped it up from year to year. I feel like Madison is really becoming kind of like a staple in towards the top of the leaderboards. Every event.
Always thrown Innova and competed with Innova. I don't think I'd be playing this sport if it wasn't for creating the disc itself and then just taking it to the next level over and over and over again. How great the discs are themselves. It's really gained my trust, and I don't think I would be here without Innova. I don't see myself doing anything else.
Once again, thanks to the choice of champions, Innova Disc Golf, or Innova Champion Disc, which I always confuse as specifically their champion line of discs, but that's their actual proper name. Bringing us to hole 16, par 3, 435 feet. I personally don't see this field getting to the pin.
Really?
Hey, prove me wrong.
I disagree. It doesn't feel that long, and as long as you get the turn on it like you need to.
You're right, it doesn't feel that long, but I do feel it has to hold that ante pretty much the whole way. And not to say that this division doesn't have the distance, but I'm not sure that you're going to hold that ante and kind of grace it in, because there isn't a ton of room for it to hyzer back into that like full flex
Yeah. No.
distance. The sidearm is a viable option, but it's a big power sidearm to get it all the way down there.
Yeah, it's a mash.
And should be noted, the green does slant down and to the right. I feel it is like one of the best greens out here. I think it's like a fair version of Danger without being like too insane, drop off into nothing.
Yep. Sit.
Yeah, kind of in that common collecting area. If you hyzer out, is going to kind of nestle into that bush, but she should have a fairly routine upshot.
Smash kicks from Paige.
Yeah. Looks like she is going to make the field goal. She is. This hole, before your time, I imagine, before my time, there used to be 2 huge trees right there.
Really?
And really the play was try and make the field goal with it turning right.
No way.
Yeah. And so that was kind of like the mark of if you could throw far, is if you could make the field goal post or not.
Dang. Well, she can throw far.
Turns out, yeah. Some pretty routine ups right here. Sarah is going to opt for that Firebird sidearm. Not a great, not a great speed of disc if you want to stick this. And unfortunately, she did kind of have some action behind the basket there.
Oh,
you can see her putting from within the tree.
Oh.
Gosh. And there are trees right next to the pin, but I think they're a fair enough distance away from the pin.
Yep.
And they're not too cluttered to where you can putt from between them.
Yeah, there's enough distance. Par putt.
Cleaning up the pars, I have to imagine you're going to see a fair amount of pars out here on this hole. It's an absolute bonus, too. And the 4 potential isn't quite as prevalent as some of these holes out here.
Yeah.
Paige rocking the travel backpack, fresh off of the plane, and just rolls up.
Yeah,
the
it's
course.
cool. It's cool. It looks very casual.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a shirt that matches hers, and
What?
I got to make sure we don't wear the same shirt on the same day. She would be like, "Oh, I have to go change."
So I speaking of that, I was filming U.S. Masters out in Indiana last weekend or 2 weekends ago, and Johnny McRae and Barry Schultz wearing the same exact colored shirt during the first round of a 2-round a day, and by the second round he went and he changed shirts specifically because of that. Yes, it was so funny.
Oh gosh.
Leading us to hole 17, the lady, gravity, whatever you want to call it. It's tough. Now, 225 feet downhill. You wouldn't think it's that tough. It is so sloped left to right, and it's really tough to stick this green.
Well, it's like you want to throw hard, but you don't want it to go way far down, and so it's commit. You gotta commit.
Exactly. I really do think the play is just bury it into the ground left of that little V tree down there. That is going to be the most... Oh, no.
Oh, there's a lot of poison oak over there, too. I was there during practice.
So much poison oak. She is going to have to take the optional poison oak relief, which it does give you, I believe, up to 5 meters, straight back from the pin. So we'll see where she is going to take her lie. But none of these shots really dialing in exactly what you want.
Sarah with the backhand, yes.
I just can't envision a sidearm in this hole.
No,
it
it's
plays
tough.
so bad for it.
Oh, whoa.
So she is going to take it way back behind this stump and throw this Annie sidearm. Should be noted that this is the first stop of our second camera snafu, so did not have that finishing up there. Madison, just at this point trying to salvage her 4. A Paige, I know you're better than that. She knows she's better than that.
I was just about to say she knows that too. Oh, dang.
Sarah, that's a putt you really would like to convert. This is one of the few holes where it's definitely birdieable. It's not about being more skilled necessarily or throwing farther or hitting a better line. It's just about sticking the green and matching your angle.
Yep, and banging your putt like Val.
Yep. Madison does save that 4 with a nice little straddle putt there. Sarah tapping in the 3, and Paige will as well. But Val taking up a stroke on the card and 2 off of Madison.
Dang.
Yeah, you can see Paige. They did, and really shout out to the Santa Cruz scene in general. They did install these terraces before last year. Really, it not only makes it kind of look a little better, but it does, make it a little bit more fair for those discs rolling out. A little bit more flat ground for them to stop on. This hole, Kona. This hole. What do you even do? You just smash it right.
Dude, I threw a perfect wombat 3 shot and it hit a tree. And I was like, that was money, dude.
You didn't hit an early tree, so you had the nightmare upshot too?
I did, but I parked it with the Nova.
Did you?
Shout out
Great
to
shot.
my XT Nova, because that's my baby at DeLaveaga.
I was just going to say, this is probably the best approach disc you can have on here. The Novas just do not go right. Or do not catch edge and roll.
No.
But they do like to go right.
They do like to go.
That was Val with her Archer playing the turnover line. And this, not only A, is the one hole that we don't have second cam on. B is the number one hole that you need second cam on.
Dang it, Keenan, where are you, man?
I know. But shouts to Keenan. He did do a great job on the day with the second cam. But, yeah, Sarah with the sidearm, which, granted, will get you off the tee clean. You're not going to park it sidearm. It has to hold that kind of 45-degree angle. Madison, get down.
Got to make sure to keep it low on these holes.
Exactly. It's, again, that unique elevation profile where it plays uphill but has a low ceiling. So it's just that really technical shot.
Yep. Pro Rhino.
Again.
Hidden and sticking.
Yep, right on that anaconda tree, or anaconda root, whatever they call it. This green may take the cake for the nastiest green on the course. That action you could see from Val's disc right there. I lost a disc on this from this exact spot.
Dang.
It just caught edge and just gone into infinity.
Get it. Yes.
She got it.
What a death putt. That is a crazy good death putt.
That's one of those putts. I felt like when she was standing there, she's kind of lining it up for a while, and I felt like the mindset had to be like, if I'm a professional, I have to A, go for this, and I have to B, get it.
Yep.
Right? I mean, that's a professional putt right there.
Yep. Holy crap.
Yeah. If we're playing Am Weekend, lay it up. Let the other people lose the strokes.
Whatever,
We're
dude.
playing
I would
pro.
have laid up. I am
Not
safe.
looking to play with
I am
this?
safe.
All right. Hey, fair. Safe golf's good golf out here at DeLaveaga. Paige cleaning up her 3, excuse me. Yeah, not a lot of blood drawn here, and it very well could have, as Madison puts in the beautiful par save. That traveled some distance.
Yes.
From that other angle, it kind of cut down how far that actually was, but that was a legitimate, 35-footer.
Yep. Dang. Go, girl.
Yep, getting some scoring separation now on our card. Val, the lead on the card with only 2 over, leading us to our last hole before we start this ridiculous hill climb. Hole 19, though, the site of my ace at Am Masters Cup last year. Thank you very much. Not on this basket, though, so it's not that cool.
wow.
But this one is 324 feet. Really, it's that hyzer inside of a hyzer shot.
Yep.
You got to throw it with the pretty extreme hyzer angle, have it flip up, but still moving left, and then finish on that hyzer angle. Val, not doing that.
No.
Paige here with, I believe, is the Convict, her signature series. Unbelievable.
That's looking great.
That's the shot. Split the gap of those trees.
Dang, that is a perfect shot.
Yeah, she's good. What are you throwing here? It's like maybe a...
I'm throwing T-Bird.
Okay, I was going to
Yeah.
say T-Bird, Thunderbird, something in that same... Yeah, I think that's the shot, really. It doesn't quite play, I feel like, a full 324, because if you can get it up over that log, it is slightly downhill, and if it's on that hyzer angle, it's going to funnel towards that basket.
Dang. I mean, I appreciate Madison's smile even when she has
Yep.
a bad shot. It's good to see at least she's still smiling even if she's having a tough time.
Yeah, and Val really threading that needle with that white unnamed disc. I don't know what it is, but it flies so nice.
Val, what is it?
I know. Comment in the comment section, please, Val Jenkins. Don't worry about your tournament. Just please pay attention to this. Yeah, Madison catching. Really, this is that island of trees, the cluster of trees that presents the biggest obstacle on the hole.
Yep.
And really, after that kick, if she can come back and collect her 4, that's a win.
Yep. Come on, Rhino.
Do your job, Rhinoceros. I'm waiting for that, X Rhinoceros 3. Or Rhinoceros X3. Whatever the new one
Little
is.
overstable.
All right, come on. Come on, Madison. There we go.
Yeah, great shot.
Yeah, that's fine. Really, it's hard to mess up. She had a pretty good window there.
Yep. Nice little backhand up from Sarah.
I like that. We're learning.
Yes, I like it.
Ooh, you saw a little hesitation in her body. She
Yeah.
thought she might have left it high. Whoop. Unfazed by the bag falling over.
Yeah, I was like, dang, something's distracting her.
Good cleanup. That was just about as bad. Granted, it could have gone all the way down into the valley, but that's about as bad a spot as you can be off the tee.
Yeah, scramble golf.
Mm-hmm.
Another peekaboo.
I love it. We're trying to have that phrase catch on too.
I like it.
gosh, Paige, just the raw power. There we go. 2, 3, 4, almost to our small straight. Thank goodness we didn't have a 5, although I would have taken a 1.
Yep.
So here we are, hole 25. Just one of the more brutal holes on the course. 399 feet. No one's getting to the pin.
No.
Let's be honest.
No.
If you could just put yourself into position, maybe just over that little shrub on the right side of the fairway, it will set you up for a slightly more friendly upshot. But the grade on that hill is sending everything down. Kona, how'd this hole treat you?
I had probably my best drive on the hole, and then it hit a root and rolled to the bottom, not as bad as Paige's.
Naturally.
And then I had a really good upshot, and then I hit the top of the basket from like 15 feet. It rolled all the way down.
No.
So I did the re-putt and got my 5. It was very depressing.
That is classic DeLaveaga, though.
Classic depressing DeLaveaga.
I've never seen more like re-putts from your same lie than at DeLaveaga.
Yes.
It's crazy. This is they call this the Hagen position. I guess this whole the natural pin position is on that little terracing right there, if you can see to the right of our second cam angle. And gosh, I know I'm going to get this wrong, but a gentleman with the last name of Hagen, I think it's like Jim Hagen or something like that, he really just wanted to get sadistic with it, and he put it all the way up on top of this hill, really turning it into, one of the signature holes out here.
How mean. Oh, Prey Mantis drawing on her strike.
Yeah, and that's a crush. That is premier real estate right there.
Yep.
Val with just not an ideal shot. Now, she was in the tree, but under 2 meters.
Under 2 meters, safe.
Yes.
Patent pending, that's the thing about that stance. You know, I think a lot of people pull right because of that stance.
I totally agree. Yeah, it's so easy just to overcook and get a lot of that oat. The
Little
rare,
tomahawk?
yeah, I've rarely seen tomahawk at a Hokom here. Kind of slid on its lid and just snuck over into not really where you want to be, but considering where she was, not the worst thing.
Paige's just trying to get out. Bless you.
Ooh, Sarah leaving it, or Madison leaving it a little bit short.
Little tester.
Yeah, not what she's looking at after that perfect drive, really. If you can get a 3 on this, though, it's just, you are not complaining. You are loving life.
Yes.
Another one of those DeLaveaga themed where it kind of plays more as a 4 than it does as a par 3. Sarah with not an ideal lie, but that Annie approach does match the angle of the hill pretty well.
Yep.
Madison lining it up.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a great 3.
That is a great 3. That's one of those 3s that will make you feel way better about a few mistakes you made earlier in the round.
Yep.
I always say a birdie on the last hole, and this is getting close to the end, will just make you. It'll salvage a day.
Yep.
Notice I did not go to the top of the hill. No need.
Yeah, that's a lot of hiking.
Yeah. This will be this actually marked my 4th trip around DeLaveaga in the last 3 days.
Dang.
1 for droning and 2 just because we couldn't not play it.
Yeah, dude, you're coming to DeLaveaga. You have to get around it.
Exactly. Paige cleaning up hers. Madison, I believe, with a stroke on the card there. Impressive stuff. That's going to give her the box heading into hole 26 after Val cleans up hers. Yeah, that's just such a tough hole, and specifically in that position.
Yeah, definitely, because you're hiking uphill. You got to get your breath and try and make a putt.
Yeah, look at that reach back. That's just full commitment to that turnover strike shot.
Yep.
I guess more like a flex strike shot, but yeah, picking up a stroke on the card, keeping herself at 12 over. She's waiting for Sarah to kind of catch her in the bogey column, but if she can keep 3-3-3 here to finish, that's so good.
Yeah,
because
that's solid.
hole 26 at 280 feet, really, that seems impossible, right?
That does not feel like 280.
I know the
You're
caddy
going
book says
straight
280, but
Oh my gosh.
there's no way we're getting to the pin here.
You'd have to hit a perfect either Anheuser line. You'd have to hit this line perfect and try and get some distance.
Yeah, but really, you're gonna have to have that Paige power to get it all the way up there. Granted, that shot was great.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot by Madison.
She's at least looking at it. She's got maybe a 50-foot jumper at it or so, but she's in position. Oh,
Oh, a little misfire from Paige. Get through it all. Sit.
Or just sit. One of the two.
Okay, yeah, didn't get DeLaveaga. We're good.
This is true. Really, there's two lines you could play. It's that line off to the right that we saw Paige and Madison going for, and then there's this up the middle line that Val is playing. You're not going to two it from that side, but it does at least get you up the hill and bites off that elevation early. You can kind of just throw that level shot onto a not-so-level green.
Yeah. Oh, I thought she was throwing lefty. Oh, but she always lines up with like her left hand, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what?
We were playing with, I don't know if you know him, but there's a guy, Jeff Junker. He's a Masters Division player, but we played a practice round with him, and he throws righty backhand, righty forearm or forehand, lefty backhand, and lefty backhand rollers. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Bro, trick shots.
Yeah, right? For days. He throws the first disc he's ever had still, a 150 DX Leopard.
What?
Yeah.
How cool.
Paige getting her upshot, but not putting it as close as she'd like.
Tester putt.
Come on, Val. Stick it. Yeah, behind the tree, but...
Not as much Anheuser as I think she wanted.
Exactly. She really threw it flat, which is nice, but she had to bite it right a little bit because now she's going to have that downhill putt at just death.
Yep. Ooh, spinny upshot
Look
by
at that
Sarah.
wrist, girl.
Dang. Going for it.
I mean, you have to. You don't come to
You're that
DeLaveaga and
close.
lay up that, you know.
Tough putt.
Yeah, this is just not where you want to be on this hole.
Just sit. Sit. No. DeLaveaga, no. No, dude. Oh,
That's, I mean, it just doesn't get, I mean, I guess technically it could get worse, but it doesn't get worse than that.
no.
Yeah, forced to just throw the pure upshot. I mean, yeah, that's a 3 to a 5 really quickly. And she had been playing such clean golf. She was 2 over at the time. Not what you want.
Oh. Dang, Tester.
Yeah, leaving herself with still more work to do.
No big deal.
Yeah, gosh, this hole is just to me. This hole marks like the final battle with DeLaveaga. I mean, top of the world is what it is, but it's not like you're gonna get a 5 or a 6 on it.
No.
26A, the next hole. Again, it is what it is, but there's less danger really than this one. Is just get out of here.
Yep.
Woo!
Ooh. It's in.
Yep, those mock X's definitely have been known to throw out some high putts, but that one stuck. Again, remember to renew or join the PDGA. Somebody get Ken Climo active again. Go buy
He's
his
not
number.
active?
No, he has not been active for a year now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What the heck, Kenny?
I know. I've heard he's injured. I've heard he's kind of
Oh.
focusing on other things. But
Yeah.
regardless, yeah, it's inactive.
Regardless, I'm still throwing your KC Pro, man.
Yeah, thanks for quarterbacking that awesome plastic. Obviously, everybody loves it. 354 feet, 26A. I mentioned it doesn't quite have as much danger as 26. Still has danger, though. We are playing on a spine, so if you go left, you're going downhill. If you go right, you're going really downhill. Really, the objective is throw it straight and keep it in the fairway.
Yep.
What are you throwing here? Kind of, you going to the Wombat 3?
No, I go to the Roadrunner.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. Something that you can just kind of hyzer flip up the middle.
Mhm.
Yeah. Are you trying to get to the pin here, or is this just a play for 3?
Oh, I'm trying, but we had a little bit of a headwind on this hole,
Yes.
and so it kind of flipped up on me, but it stayed in the fairway, so just trying to get my 3.
Yep.
Oh, our pages get left.
Going back to that EMAC truth. And if you can throw a truth this far, you throw far.
You smash.
Yes. Definitely one of those holes that is kind of that separator, right? If you're getting close to 1,000 rated and a little bit above, you're really trying to attack it, and you're kind of counting. I wouldn't say counting it as a 2, but you'd like this to be a 2.
Yep.
Whereas if you're below that 1,000 rated mark, you're just playing it for 3.
You're happy with the 3.
Yep.
Oh, tough shot by Sarah.
Yeah, it is just going to kick right back down to where you can see how nasty that is off that left side. And you can see how nasty this is off the right side.
Oh my
Which is where
gosh.
Madison ended up.
Get out.
Great out.
Dave had to dodge.
Gosh, that's just right where you want to be after that drive, though. Couldn't have had a better layup. Is going to have a little bit of work there on the back end, and this is Sarah throwing from the bushes. We kind of had the game where one person was on each side of the spine, and we had to choose who we were filming.
Couldn't sprint over.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, actually, they threw it like legit at the same time.
Oh, dang.
Here's Paige throwing after that. Big shout out to Alyssa Van Lannen on that mini.
Yes, shout out to her. She's taken some awesome pictures lately.
Oh, yeah, committed to the tour, though.
Ooh, Val.
I like it. Again, this is probably one of the more safe greens that you're going to have at DeLaveaga. There really isn't much danger to be had other than maybe what Paige just showed us, but not the 4 she was looking for.
No. Dang, Sarah's had a lot of tough putts today. Usually her putts like pretty on point.
I was going to say, I feel like Sarah's kind of that flow putter. Like when she's on, she is on, but when she's off, she can't find the chains.
Yeah,
you know?
she can't connect.
Uh-huh. Clean 3 from Val. That's such a great way to come back from that DeLaveaga 5 too on the last hole. Is just not try to bite off too much, give it a safe run for 2, and get your 3, get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, clean. I believe. Oh gosh, I don't know what that is, but it is. I believe that might be her Undertaker that she's throwing, kind of that fairway leopardy kind of similar vibe. Lots of blood drawn on that one. A couple of 4s, a 5, and a 3. So just after I said it didn't have quite as much danger, everybody played it way worse. So what do I know? But that'll take us to maybe the signature finishing hole. And I mean, tell me a more famous finishing hole in disc golf. I don't know.
Nope.
550 feet downhill. This is top of the world. It's so beautiful up there. You can see all over Monterey Bay. You can see down to the little smokestacks on a really clear day.
You can see the ocean.
You can see the ocean.
That's so cool.
It's so nice. And this is a pretty nice line. Really, it's dealer's choice when you get up on the top of the hill. You could throw the big sidearm. You could throw the wide hyzer backhand. You could throw the mid-range up the middle. You could throw a fairway driver at it. What are you doing? What's your approach?
I'd go straight down the middle with a KC Pro.
Yep.
Yeah, go right at it. But yesterday we had some wind, of course, so it kind of drifted.
Okay, so you still opted for the KC Rock, though, in the wind.
I did, and I ended up in, I think, hole 5 or 6's fairway.
Okay, so you were one of the people that were yelling a random number.
Yeah, I'm like, it's 4, I don't know where.
Yeah, I don't know the course well enough,
yeah,
someone.
sorry.
Madison did say she was going to play the sidearm after she threw it in the practice round. Ended up opting for the backhand. You can tell that banner is ripping out there, and so is that disc. That's going right.
Sarah with the forehand. Dang.
I like the play. This one, not quite enough mustard to get down to the green, but it is playing away from the out-of-bounds road that is on that left side and giving a fairly routine approach.
Yep.
Madison,
Ooh, I thought she was going to hit that banner.
Crushing a sidearm.
Oh, sit. Oh, yes, yes. Thankful.
That is the love that she was not getting on this course earlier in the round. That's about all of it worked saved up for one.
Yeah, saved up for the last hole.
Nice little Jokari approach there. Jokery, however you say it. I like Jokari.
Yeah, Jokari sounds nice. Ooh.
Paige gets a lot of gusto on those jump putts, though. They do have a tendency to kind of lean to the right.
Yep. Oh, drop. Oh, get in it. Oh.
The mild gallery that had built up on the left side, this is kind of like the best spot to hang out. Granted, the most dangerous spot on the course, but you always get a little bit of a gallery here in your finishing hole. Good finish out for Sarah is going to take her 3. I mean, not a lot of deuces out here on this hole, so taking a 3 to end is in theme with the course, right? Just get out of here with your par.
Yeah, everybody tapping in. I mean, that felt like it was 2 separate rounds, but that's just 1 round at DeLaveaga.
I know, really. It feels long. This is a 4.5-hour round. It's
What's up, Madison?
Yeah, it is no joke. This course out here is not only long, not only brutal, but it just wears on you, and it makes a 4-hour round feel like 8.
Yep. Definitely a lot of hiking.
Yes. So Madison taking the unfortunate bogey, moving her to 14 over. Obviously not what she was looking for out here, but there is a lot of golf, and that golf is going to be played at DeLaveaga, so there is room to move. We are looking at our lead card for tomorrow. Val Jenkins in the lead with 5 over. Paige and Katrina tied at 6 over, and there is a logjam at 8 over.
Dang.
So we've got Leslie Todd of that set of 8, which is awesome. Leslie's such a cool lady, and I've seen her a little bit at San Francisco, so we should have good times on the card. Kona, you're a few strokes back, but like I said, this is daylight. You got plenty of room to work.
And it's moving day, more aggressive today.
It absolutely is. You feeling good going into round 2?
Definitely. I'm excited to show Dela what I got.
Awesome. So the FPO does have the later tee times for round 2, so we are going to be getting treated to a little bit more wind, my guess. I know, but what that means, though, is since you're a few strokes back, that evens the playing field for everyone. The more variables, the better chance people have to catch up, right?
Yep.
So that is going to do it for us for round 1. Kona, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. And I can't wait because you are going to be on commentary for the entire event.
Woo, yes.
So it should get better and better, and we are excited to bring it to you. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next one.